Good morning and welcome to Live from PopCap. Yay! Woo! What is going on, guys? This is my last stream. It's happening. What are you going to do when I'm gone? What are you going to do?
Sit here quietly?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I was mourning by not clapping. I was like,
he's mourning in
protesting.
Yeah, so everybody, welcome to Live from PopCap. We do this every Friday at 10 a.m. and we'll continue to do so. Even though this is Gary's last day. It's a sad day for us all.
Make sure you tune in every week, just because I'm not here.
Yeah, it's a sad day, but we've got a little special something at the end of the show to commemorate this day. But until then, you know, it's business as usual. We'll keep giving you all the news.
Nothing's changed.
This week we're going to be updating you on the latest mystery portal mode, Boss Hunt, which is a really cool mode.
Super fun.
Giving you a bunch of tips and tricks on that.
Very challenging mode.
It is a very challenging mode.
Yeah, we're playing Mystery Portal. We're going to be playing with you guys on PS4. It's Damascus 111 USA for the last week ever, and then you're going to have to move over to someone else's game tag for good times. And then we're also going to be doing some giveaways as usual. Owen, what have we got on the giveaways?
On the giveaways, so we actually have our customary lunch rectangle. Thank you,
rectangular
Jeremy.
lunch.
Vanna whiting it up.
I was trying.
We've got the lunch rectangles, we've got the Citron rollout T-shirts, and we've got the pop figures, the Super
But they
Brains
can't
pop
win
figure.
the scientist or the unicorn jumps.
No, those
exactly.
are special.
Well, there's no
special
scientist now. I replaced him with the All-Star.
Yeah, see, he's right there.
Oh, I apologize. I'm just used to it.
Already signing out.
I switched it up a little bit. But we're also doing Legend of the Lawn poster giveaways, too. So we've got full sets of Legends of the Lawn, Garden Warfare 1's last update posters. I think there's 8 of them total. They look like super rad.
And you're going to sign them if people want them signed.
If they want it, yeah, we'll sign them.
Owen signatures.
This is your last chance to get a signed poster from Monsieur Clay.
Wow, a last show poster signing. Wow, that might be worth at least 12 cents.
Should we hug the entire show?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
wait, why am I over here?
Yeah. Watch out for the mic. Look, Owen. Right, well, I think I just showed my butt. Okay. All right. So we're going to be gaming with the community, as we said. We're going to showcase Rux this week. So he's back. So if you want to purchase yourself a bedazzling potato mine, that is in the shop. Everything else is different for different people. We also have a limited time card pack, which we're going to show you guys, which is a bigger reinforcements pack, which is ideal for Boss Hunt.
Yep.
Jeremy.
Good note.
Boss Hunt.
Yes.
Tell me your feelings about it. How do you feel about it?
I'm feeling pretty good about it. Actually, I really enjoy it. Because I think one of the things that we realized during the development of Garden Warfare 2 is that we wanted bigger challenging modes, right, that you could play with your friends. And so I think as Boss Hunt has approached, I think we were getting excited, the fact that we could matchmake and get into something pretty intense. And everything I'm seeing online and people recording their games has been exactly that.
Yeah.
It builds, so I like it.
So what's your favorite class to play in there?
I do like being a healer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like...
Bit of Vampire Flower for you?
Vampire Flower is one of my favorite characters anyway.
Yeah.
So the fact that you can be a bit offensive with her and then also be the healer. But I think as everyone is noticing, you need healers. You need good healers.
Say a minimum of 2
So,
healers.
I won yesterday on first attempt, bonjour, and it was with 3 Vampire Flowers and 1 pea shooter.
French.
And that was good. Owen, yours?
I think that's a great setup.
Yeah.
I think my favorite setup would be 2 healers and either 2 pea shooters or a pea shooter and a Citron. Because during like the hamburger section, it pays to be able to roll around quickly with a Citron, which just might not make any sense to people who haven't played it yet. But it will soon.
The hamburger
We are going to play it today, though. So if you guys want to play alongside us and you're going to be a very strategic team, I'll be accepting you into the backyard for some good times. If not, you're going to get straight kicked.
Also big news with Boss Hunt 2 is we're changing the Rainbow Star payouts.
Now, hang on. That is a really big deal. So, as you know, the team often take feedback. And when I say often, I mean literally 24/7. Take feedback from you guys. And one of the pieces of feedback was for a failed state. So if someone's not been able to complete the boss hunt, they wanted a higher reward of Rainbow Stars to make it easier to get the chests. So Owen has got the deets. So let's walk him through it.
Alrighty. So basically, if you're unfamiliar, the way payouts work is that you get a different amount of Rainbow Star payouts depending on how much damage you've done to the boss, even if you lose. So what that means is, if you've dealt, basically at a half point damage, you get a certain amount of stars. Above half, you get a certain amount of stars. And then in the last quarter, you get a certain amount of stars, greater amount of stars. And then, of course, for winning, you get even more stars. but we're taking all of those set numbers and jumping them up a level. So you'll be getting more rainbow stars. I have all the deets if you're interested, and I'll be going through them as Gary's playing Boss Hunt. So yeah, I won't bore you with all the details yet, but I'll get into it as soon as we're in the game mode.
They're all good details.
I think so.
They are good details, yeah.
Swish.
All right.
Very nice.
So I was thinking that we would go show them what Rux has got going
Let's take a look.
today, and we'll also do our first giveaway as we do that.
Okay, all right, Sean, switching me over so I can take a look at this action. Okay, we're here with the Vamps flower. I may actually open up the backyard at this point. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a good
time. A
time.
little bit early? Okay, good time, all right.
Good time.
You're
Open it up,
man.
and
Sounds like
then
sports
give them some
commentary.
time to jump in, and then you can go check out Rux in the meantime.
You can check it out now. Join while I do a nice little jump around. So do you want to do Rux first? Do you want to do this pack first? Oh, we got someone in already. What do you want?
Let's do, actually, good idea. Purchase some of those packs. So there's a limited time pack right now that Gary had mentioned earlier. It's no coincidence that it's available right now during Boss Hunt. It's a great value. It gives you tons of bots and pots, which you of course need for
Yes,
Boss
very
Hunt.
much so. Very important.
Yeah, don't underestimate putting down the reinforcements. It's extremely important. So we're going to go in and get one of the first limited time packs. Bonjour, here we go. We've got enough for two. What we're looking at?
Lots of sparkle.
Bam! Okay, all right. So
Oh,
Snapdragon, that's extremely important for us in this mode. Uplink bots, can't use it in this mode. Bamboo Shoot.
Bamboo Shoot.
Woo!
I'm a big
And
fan.
I think the Goop Shroom could be really good as well. Everyone loves a Bonk Choy. Let's hit one
That was
more
a pretty
pack.
good draw.
Good old bonk.
Ba 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 bong gok choy. Bong 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 ba bong choy. Okay, and then little snipering bot there that'll help. Oh, a lot of group shrooms there. That's good for
Doom
us.
shrooms are pretty good.
Doom shroom will be good. This is a good pack. Look at this. Oh, look at all that. I've got more consumables and you've got hot dinners. Ready. Okay, so look at who we've got with the team. All right, guys. Oh, okay, someone's already. Look. Look, he's showcasing the Pedazzle potato mines.
Yeah.
They're looking pretty rad
I do love
tasmic.
those.
Someone's already got the
Oh yeah, Disco Chomper as well. Looks like we've got some serious players in here.
going on here.
They're all wearing the king's crown.
The what?
There you go. The king's crown. I was gonna say
What are they
throne,
wearing
but
that
that
belongs
didn't
to
make
the
any
king?
sense.
The gnome. I hope this guy isn't going to turn into the scientist and then come over and just troll me, because that would be extremely rude.
Not on your last day.
No, yeah. So we're going to go over to Rux. So if you're new to Garden Warfare, or if you haven't played, in a week or so, then this is brand new. Rux Bazaar, powered by these awesome USB cables. And what this is Rux is a little bit of a secret guy. Tell us about Rux.
I just like that you said he's a secret guy. Now we're going to tell you all about him.
Yeah.
No, obviously Rux's main goal is to make the sweet, sweet money. So he is offering you things that you can't get anywhere else, or in a way that you can't get them anywhere else.
Because he wants to rule the gnome.
Yeah. So the backstory, the light backstory, without giving too many secrets away, is that he's revolting a bit, and he wants to upend King Nomus's his rule in gnomedom.
What a naughty.
So in order to do that, he
gnome.
needs some sweet cash, and so he figures the best way to do that is to mine the plants and zombies.
So I'm going to be
offering them very
saving
sweet
my
things.
coins, and I'm going to be going for the super thrust move, OBS. So these are the classic Garden Warfare 1 taunts that are available to me this week. You could get the Scrumptious here, which is an item you can get from Infinity Time. This is also an Infinity Time item. This is a special item, so it takes quite a bit in Infinity Time to get that one.
Yeah.
But I want these two taunts, but I already have this one. I purchased this one.
Pizzazzling potatoes.
Already. So look, it's only 44 hours left with Rux in the backyard. Hey guys, what's
hey.
cooking? All right, let's do a giveaway. Oh look, this guy's already got the gold Sasquatch hat.
Oh, man.
So this is
You're in
from
good
hard
company.
Getting
mode.
attacked.
This is from hard mode. Oh come on. This is. Look at this nonsense. Get this
Look
down.
at that naughty little imp.
Look at this nonsense.
So yeah, so this is from hard mode, and yes, there's 3 different hats to win. Do you want to
There
tell
are,
us about
yeah.
the
Okay,
different
so
hats?
I do, actually. I think this is a really cool thing. So in Boss Hunt, the things that you can win, in addition to the Rainbow Stars, of course, when you defeat the boss, you always get a customization item that has something to do with that boss. So in this case, the Sasquatch, if you haven't seen him, he's basically a brown Yeti, is what a Sasquatch is. And he's wearing a cool kind of winter Fargo-esque hat. And anyway, basically you can win that hat, and at the medium level, you get the hat as is. With its kind of plaid pattern, and then
Which looks cool.
Yeah, it is definitely. And with the next level up, you get the gold level, and then with the one after that you get the gem level. So it's truly, it's truly a very prestigious item. And like, so I mean, what's really cool is that it's, you know, when people see you, if you have like the gem one, they know that you
completely
won on crazy mode,
and that's the only way to get it, right?
Yeah, it's the only way to get it, and that's a legitimate accomplishment.
S rank.
All right.
Nice job.
I'm just getting warmed up.
We're going to do a giveaway right now. We already announced this, I know, but the way that you to win something, all you have to do is be participating in the chat.
Look at this team! Look at this!
Yes, he's got the gem
right now.
Oh wow!
Wow! This team are going to be the Biz Whizzle, I believe is what the kids
Should you play on crazy?
No, okay.
All right, slow it down. Slow it down.
Let's maybe not do that.
Don't tell me that you aren't a little keen to get that gem hat.
So how do people win? Because
all right, all you got
right
now. You know, I got excited. Okay, so all you have to do to win is be participating in the chat. That's it. We'll pick people at random. We're going to do it about 3 times today throughout the show. So if you don't win the first time, don't get disheartened. All right.
Jeremy's looking in the chat as well for any little questions or comments just to call out.
Yeah, if you have any questions or comments as well.
They like your skills in the
please,
gnome targets.
Please just direct them at Plants vs. Zombies or at the Juice Master. I'll be looking at chat too, so it makes it easier for us to see them.
Simplicity is the key to being successful.
Someone has said, I love you, Gary Clay, which must be a mistake.
Hey, Shauna Rowland, do we have a winner yet for the giveaway?
Who be the winner?
We do.
Rich Rad 56.
Rich Rad
56!
You've won yourself something. So you can choose something or nothing, and you can either be a lunch rectangle, something or nothing.
That's like a Britishism mashup.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's a Little Britain reference. If Carl Barker was in here, he'd be erupting with laughter.
It's going to be really uncomfortable understanding whatever my co-host says at all times.
Yeah. All right, we're going in. Oh, what's going on? We're obviously still in it. It's just pretending it didn't work. But it did. All right, so a banquet for the Sasquatch. So yeah, so this is a game mode that we've been really excited about for a really long time. We're going to get Jeff Shaw on the show. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I didn't concentrate.
No, it's all good.
I went straight in as Vampire Flower.
All
okay,
good.
we've got a cactus going on.
No, but to your point though, before I rudely interrupted you, Jeff Shaw is one of the developers of the game. We've had him on the show before, but he had a lot to do with Boss Hunt, and so we're going to be having him on in the next couple weeks because I want him to be able to talk to you guys about the inspiration for this, where the ideas came from, and maybe drop some hints on what some future Boss Hunts might hold.
Okay, we've got 2 flowers. We've got Stuffy Sunflower, which is a good one because it's going to generate healing rays with each Banquinini.
This is looking pretty good.
Then we've got Vampire Flower, who's going to do a lot of damage. Then we've got a seriously damaging Barbecue Corn, and we've got one of my personal faves.
That's an interesting choice, though, for this, the Cactus.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. I am actually really keen to see how they're going to play it.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to get a lot of damage. Apart from the Fujicatus has got sweet,
Charge shots?
Charge shot,
yeah,
thank you, mate.
Yeah.
So what are you telling me to do? So this is what people get to do. A lot of people haven't seen this. They can go normal, hard, or scrumptious. What do you want to do? Just normal, just to get it done, or
I would do the enchanted one. Because you guys look like you got a great team. You can then get yourself a next level hat.
Hard mode has been activated.
Oh boy.
Okay, here we go. So I'm going to need to be a little bit strategic here. So I'm going to get a nice little Snapdragon covering this corner. Zombies are already on the way. I'm going to get some stuff down. Okay, there's a garden here, so we need to note that location.
Yeah, someone is saying, please quit calling sunflowers male, Gary Clay.
Gary.
So
what?
Really, they're female.
Tell you what, someone needs to calm down.
Pipe down.
Listen, no one needs to calm down.
That's a valid point.
criticism.
No, that's good, and I'm glad people know all the deets.
Yeah, that's actually really cool.
I am curious to see how Cactus will play in this.
I was in a meeting yesterday with a bunch of... Well, part of the reason I love working on this IP is because I was in a meeting yesterday when a bunch of grown-ups sitting together and very seriously they're like, we need to have a real serious talk around the genders of all the plants.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes,
Look, there's a garden location here as well. So let's start talking about strategy, Owen. So can you give us some top tips for Boss Hunt strategy, please?
Sorry. Yes, I can. Someone was like, Gary Clay, more like Gary Bay. Hilarious.
Man.
Okay.
Oh, man. Keep it coming, guys.
Yeah, so let me share with you some tips that the dev team shared with me for this purpose. So first off, guys, if you're getting into this boss mode for the first time...
Look at these little imps! Sorry.
I was like, oh my god.
Little Yeti imps are adorable.
Yeah, the Sasquatch Yeti specifically.
Yeah, heal up, heal up.
Specifically. Keep going.
So, first off, first thing you guys should know is, I mean, this is a hard mode. It's meant to be challenging. You know, there's of course many different ways to play this game, and this is meant to be one of the more challenging ones. So play with friends. Communication is important. Obviously, in this situation, it's hard for us to communicate, but communication is key. Playing with people you know helps with that, of course.
Whoa!
If you don't, I mean, if you don't have any friends that you're playing with at the time, just, you know, if you can, talk to the team that you are playing with.
Yeah, a couple of things you can do there. So you can either, you know, turn on your voice communications and just chat with people because it's an open voice comms channel. If you don't like chatting with people, one of your options is to go on to our Twitter and look for a group. So if you put in Boss Hunt looking for group, LFG, we will help by retweeting your tweets and help find you a team to play with of experienced Garden Warfare veterans.
Very good, yep.
I do just want to point out Gary has one marriage proposal in the chat. I think you should let everyone know.
Is it Kitten Star?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Actually. So it's probably, yeah.
I'm interested.
No. I'm your agent. You can't be.
I'm your agent.
Well, thank you for that, Jeremy.
Yeah.
So what are the
Keeping us
tips?
on
So far
track.
you've told us to play in teams. So any good tips?
I mean, that is a good tip. There might be more tips.
Well, I mean, we were still talking about that tip until marriage became a thing.
Yeah, okay, well.
All right,
let's
next
keep
tip.
tipping.
Keep your eye on the boss. The boss isn't out yet, but
So we're defending the taco first, right? 'Cause
yeah.
if
So the
this-
first thing you do is you put the taco down, and then you have to defend it, and then boom,
Woo!
on cue.
Oh, we're like one mind. We're like a hive mind.
hive mind.
Also, don't forget to taunt if you're on the camera while he's doing his thing like
That's one of the pro tips. Actually.
Also, Dr. Crazy Dave is not asking you for marriage.
I'm in.
You probably need to, you can't just say you're interested in every marriage proposal.
polygamy. Go.
Oh look! So you get a little hard mode icon. Look with
Yep,
the
there he is.
fence on it.
So keep your eye. Yeah, very good. Keep your eye on the boss. Hunt bosses deal a large amount of damage. It's best to know where they are at all times. Bosses can get enraged before they flee, so keep your eye on that.
What does enraged mean, Owen?
It means that his movement patterns will change and he'll deal a lot more damage. He'll be
Boom!
more
And that's for
aggressive.
taking too long. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. So you see this timer counting down. That goes down to a very very low time. It's going to enrage, and because you're taking too long to defeat him. And he hasn't got time for that.
And then learn the challenges. So bosses will throw a wide variety of unique challenges
that
at
corn?
you. So stay alert. If you learn the challenges and like the formula, then you can basically have a strategy to counter it. This mode was not designed for you to be able to win the very first time you're playing it.
And yes, it's super cool.
Unless or you've watched videos and listened to all of our advice here.
Yeah, or you played it a bunch
You
of
can
times.
definitely do it if you have a good team, but it's hard because you need to find the pace of things, right? And like you said, you'll just go, oh man,
A lot of our PvZ influencers have already posted videos with tips on how to be successful. So if you're not sure and you want to get a little bit of a leg up before you get started, check out the YouTubes for some tutorial vids. So the key thing here is I am covering what my strategy I'm doing right now, Owen, is I'm mainly healing, but I'm also I'm trying to do some damage to the boss, but I'm mostly covering the ads. So these guys that are coming out to make sure that our team don't get swamped. Because technically I shouldn't be the one doing a lot of the damage here.
Right, yeah.
right.
It's only if you're trying to stay alive, it helps too with the Vampire Sunflower. But yeah, absolutely. So as a healer, your role, obviously, in addition to healing though, is, you deal less damage. So taking out the, as Gary referred to as the ads, it means these AI bots, the different brown coats and whatnot.
Come in and cause them havoc.
Exactly. So keep
we're
your,
doing
keep
okay.
your
We're caught
assault
down
characters
already.
safe and healed.
you've done well so far. It's about to get crazier though.
It hasn't even started yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's going to happen next is we're going to see some burgers pop up, and this is
Burgers, you say, Owen?
really important.
Spoilers.
Yeah. I'll go over it.
man.
Yeah, if you don't want to know about
important.
Boss Hunt and you want to go in completely fresh,
You're
then,
gonna lose.
Look away and close your ears for the next
Look
20 minutes.
away.
Yeah. But the
Just for the
burgers
next
are
20
so
minutes.
important because they basically will, whether or not your team can destroy these burgers that'll pop up.
It's going to have a
it'll
drastic
change-
impact
yeah.
on your success.
You can fail once, I think, basically, but if you fail more than once, it's going to become very, very challenging.
Okay, here they are. Here
they come.
So now the first thing we've got to do. So listen for the chime. So you're going to hear a chime, and that's going to tell you how many burgers are going to spawn. Now I don't have the sound on, so that's quite irritating. But so there's the first one. So but the top tip for players is to listen for the chime. So I'm not going to use my self-revive here. In fact, I am, and I'm going to use the self-revive because. We need to get the burgers down, and I don't want someone to be distracted and have to come over. So this is interesting. So the cactus is using his drone to find them. Yeah. Which could be a really, really good tactic.
I was thinking that he might end up using the drone.
Because this is really far away from me to get over here. In fact, I'm not going to go over there because you go. It's already spawned back over on this side.
Boy. That's the thing. So this is why it's so important. And why my team loadout would have been pea shooters, a pea shooter and a Citron.
For hyper.
Exactly, hyper, and also Citron can roll over there. Yeah, you guys have 6 seconds. You did it, nice. Whoa. Where's the next one?
Sorry, I'm just sitting here quietly stressed.
Yeah, I'm a little bit stress-a-rooney.
Nice, sunflowers over there.
Because it's all about your team splitting up, covering it.
Yep.
Okay, failed to burg. Okay, so we succeeded.
Nobody's
on that
burging
part.
today.
So, and what happens basically is if Sasquatch eats a burger, he gets a large portion of health back. Which, of course, when in a timed mode like this, can be.
Okay, so we're marked Hunger Pang. So now we have to split up and find a regenerative garden, which does not seem to be on this side. I've just covered this side.
There's a couple, just want to let everybody know, there's a couple people that say Gary is a burger. Also,
my favorite food is burgers.
Also, I think Zero said, you're a burger, Gary.
Okay, here we go. So this is the garden. Do you want to explain this? Oh, no, this is a problem.
That's the worst enemy to encounter during this time.
Here we go. See, now my team, if I'd had voice communication, would be going, it's over here! and calling me over there, and it would have been fine. But as I had to find it myself, I got a little bit damaged. So explain what's happening now, please, Owen.
Okay, so what's happening is this mark over you guys, if you don't make it to the garden in time, you got knocked out.
We didn't, so I'm going to use a retry. So what happened there was we didn't raise the garden in time.
Yep.
And I'm down.
So in order to basically cleanse your team of the mark, you need to be in the regenerative garden and basically long enough for that ring to have grown out.
Yeah.
And we didn't make it in time. Also, what can happen and what's you got to be really careful about is that all-star zombie that he can knock one of you guys out, which will make it so you're not building that ring out.
Yes, and so one of the problems there was that it took me too long to get there. So unfortunately, I may have been the weakest link to buy. So that's a problem, but it's not something that we can't fix.
It's the norm.
So if you fail one time on that, don't worry, it'll still be okay.
You've got a friend down.
Oh boy.
No, he is down. Bones. Let me get up to him.
Ah, bones.
Oh, they got him up. Okay, good.
Oh boy.
Look, I've got to try and clear some of these ads, otherwise we're going to be in real trouble in a little bit.
Yeah, that's also why I prefer pea shooter.
I'm sensing that you might have wanted me to play as a pea shooter. Right?
Well, no, you need 2 healers. I mean, just as an additional. On top
you're
of
hating on
healers.
the cactus, I believe.
Yeah, Owen's worried about the cactus, which I think is a fair worry.
I mean, the potato mines are great. He or she keeps dropping those, which is good. But the chili bean is so great for when those the brown coats start overwhelming you.
That's right.
Everyone's kind of pointing out that you might, in fact, be the weakest link. I just want to let everybody know.
Yeah. I already said that. You can't be like, we said it first.
No, I was confirming that the audience agrees.
Weakest link confirmed.
The weakest link.
Hey, I'm healing. I'm doing stuff. I'm finishing the ads. I'm certainly not that much of a weak link that it's a big problem.
Believe in the burger is also something they're saying.
Hashtag believe in the burger.
Hashtag believe in the burger.
Burger for president.
We should have done like a deal with Burger King on this mode.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, okay. Well,
Sasquatch is hungry for Whoppers.
All right, we'll think about that later.
Then we can sleep, just roll in that sweet cash.
Wow. Yep. Good job.
Owen, good job.
Yep.
Yeah.
A little bit of making the cheese.
Gary was the only thing standing between me and a pile of money.
I didn't think Owen would be the one to lose on this.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
All right. Could be just me next week.
Come on, Jeremy. Clearly, you did not tune in last week because.
Oh no, I did.
Okay.
I did.
Okay, healing burgers.
It got a bit off the rails.
Here we go. Healing burgers.
It's such a great one.
I'm looking for healing burgers. Healing burgers.
That's a great song, Gary.
It's funny, I'm just so used to these things that I don't even pay attention or notice.
Oh wow, thanks. Don't worry, you just reported into me for 3 years. I'm so used to his nonsense, I don't even listen to him anymore.
Well, I mean, I just it doesn't even register.
It
that
does
you're
become
doing
a bit
that.
of the norm.
But to other
Yeah.
people, they're like, oh yeah, that's new and interesting and funny.
Wow! I mean, say it how it is, man.
Basically, what I was
Wow.
saying is, if you don't know Gary, he seems very interesting and funny.
Yeah, but if you know him,
you
he
get
gets
to know
boring
him-
real quick.
Not so good.
Well, you can't take money off my bonus anymore.
First of all, I just want to point out I didn't know how honest this stream was going to get. I'm just sitting here.
I love that
whatever-
Roland is literally losing his
Yeah.
Pants.
pants. You know, American pants.
I'm just looking at the chat. I'm totally fine. Kneel before the burger.
I will get you, burger.
People are asking you to do a burger dance.
What is a burger dance?
I don't
That's
know.
a good question.
Failed to burg
Excellent.
because we are the pro team of justice. Look, with half down, peeps. Half down hard mode. I'm looking forward to getting me that sweet.
No. Listen.
hat.
Don't get coffee.
Hey, man.
No, you can't get
Oh
coffee.
no!
You're marked. Look for
There
the
it is.
door.
There it is.
Oh,
There it is.
perfect.
I'm at the garden. No one can do anything. I'm definitely gonna.
So this is a perfect time. Yeah, I like that
I'm
the
at
cactus is dropping those potato
no one can
mines.
Do it. I'm at the garden.
Wow, that was a good tune.
Look, we're raising it now. Look, it's coming up, and what it's going to do is, if we can get
These guys are really
away.
bad.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Oh, no, we got me.
that's what I'm talking about. They knock you out of the circle.
yeah.
Go.
Get back in the circle.
So when you say there's nothing they can
Hey,
do, there
well, look,
actually
we
is
just did
something.
it.
Nice.
We just did
We
it.
had
So
10
look,
seconds to
this is
spare.
what I'm
10
saying. So
seconds.
you see, this has now created a shield dome. What that's going to do is the Hunger Pangs Inferno covers the entire map. And basically Vanquininis anyone who's not in this
No.
circle. So here we go.
This is
it's happening,
can't bring
and we are
Vanquininis
in the
back.
circle. Boom! It's finished. Okay,
Safe.
we are moving to the next stage.
No more
Here
talking
he
about
is.
Italian
So when that
sandwiches.
happens, obviously Sasquatch disappears during that time, and so he pops up then, and now you can start, of course, dealing damage.
And I'm gonna risk it while I get healed to use my entire
Nice.
sunbeam on him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, very good.
Because the sunflower can do quite a lot of damage, especially vampire flower, who's getting health back all the time. All about the ads for me. I've got to make sure I get rid of them so that the
Your
rest of my
corn needs
team
some heals.
are good.
Up.
Corn heals.
Yep.
Yeah, he does.
Here you go. I'll drop you an extra little pot.
Oh boy.
Okay, I've got a problem over here with my stuffy sunflower. I'm going to get him up right now. Bam.
Nice.
I think I have to admit that
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Vanquinines is probably going to catch on.
Vanquininis.
I still think of it as a
look
delicious
at the,
Italian sandwich.
Did you see the amazing particle effects of that bedazzled potato mine? Because it
I
looks
love it.
swish.
It actually is really, really cool. It's one of my favorite parts.
Right,
of
stop
having
shooting
the
me.
potato mine.
Who's the person who's
I
supposed to be
imagine that
tanking?
if Drake used potato mines, he
tank,
would use those.
tank, someone tank so I can shoot him from the side.
I'm not sure what that means, Owen, but
So a top tip here, by the way, is to have a member of your team tank. And what we mean by that is cause the most amount of damage so that he being barbecue, so that the Sasquatch will fire at them, and then I can keep them alive with my heals. Because if he keeps shooting at me, I'm going to go down, and that's the problem. Oh, he's standing right next to someone that's going to do a lot of damage, so I'm going to get this. I'm going to put down a healing pot, which I didn't put down. Someone beat me to it. I'm going to put down. Oh no, it was me.
you're losing your mind.
Yeah. Well, dude, this is intense. This
Yeah,
is
It is
really.
intense. No, the help's coming.
It's hard to
Look,
talk.
we are a quarter
during all
down
this.
already.
not
This
you.
is looking good.
Yeah, you
This
guys
is-
are doing really well.
Yeah, this is looking really good, man. Okay, here we go. So we've got Gargantuous in now, and some of the superheroes like Breakfast Brain.
Oh!
Now what I wanted here
To the
was
face.
Careful.
quick, go. That's
Yeah,
what I want.
because you literally
I need a
took-
lightning read here because what I want it to do is chain arc damage to people that are coming up here. That's
Some bad weather approaching, Gary.
I'm like,
This
I
is
can
it.
feel your
Genuinely
controller
stressed.
being gripped.
This is for all the
I'm like
burgers.
sweating all over the controller right
Yeah,
now.
that's fantastic.
So I've just taken half of the health off of that Garg. Here we go. One of the Gargs is down. The team are an absolute beast.
Yeah, they are.
They are doing an incredible job.
They're pretty good.
Get
They're
him
pretty
down.
good.
Get him down.
Up,
Okay, you're all
nice,
down. The bosses
nice,
are down.
nice.
The bosses are
Nice.
down. Confirmed. Okay, healing burgers. Okay. Oh man, I am taking a beating right now.
Uh-oh, bad. Oh,
Yep,
very bad.
yep.
Very,
Oh,
very
I'm
bad.
down. I'm down. Who's going to get me up? Is there enough time? No, I'm going to use a self-revive. We've got to go. We've got to go. There's no time for this. Get this healing burger out.
Burger.
Come on.
You guys can do this.
Nice, one down.
Super
There's a super
brains.
brains right behind you.
So these breakfast brains are causing a real problem. Okay, where's the
Heals.
Where's the burger?
There
I'm not
it
going to
is.
go on that side. I'm going to assume that my team can get it
Oh.
so that I can cover this side.
Risky.
You have to.
But
But
trusting.
if we don't do that,
No,
we're gonna
risky
be in
but
trouble.
trusting. I like it.
Come on, guys.
You got like 3 imps on your
Where
tail.
is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. See, there's 2 on my side now.
But you have 15 health, man.
I know, but that's why I'm trying to get away from this guy and do that.
Nice.
And then go over here. And this is what, so just for anyone's watching for strategy, You've got to trust
was
your
good.
team.
That was very good.
You know, we were able to do that, and I'm going to wait because I think my sunflower dude can get me up. I don't want to use all my self-revives yet. Come on, dude. Hold on to this. It's nice Colonel Corn work here.
Very
now
good.
I'll heal you, and we're all teamed up. Right, there's another burger. Come on, guys. There it is. Oh, man,
shoot.
I'm going down all the time. I'm going to self-revive this time.
Uh-oh.
You don't have the time.
You did it.
Woo!
There's still,
I
there's
can
still
barely.
another
I'm
one.
speaking
There's
so
another one.
quickly. I can't hardly
I'm getting
concentrate.
stressed. I'm not even playing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
Oh
my
my
God.
goodness. I'm taking an absolute beating. I can't keep self-reviving. I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to trust the team now for all the revives from here because I need to add some firepower.
Oh, this
to
is
burger.
intense. This is
Come on,
intense.
come on, come on, come on.
There's another
Where's the
one
other
still.
one?
There's another one.
Where is
Oh
it?
my goodness. How can there be another one still?
Oh,
there it
there.
is. It's on
Oh
this
no!
side. Oh,
Corn's
my
about to go
goodness.
down. Corn is
going
about to go down. You should have gone that
No,
way.
no. We've got to go for the burger.
Solar. You could have solared that.
Yep.
I'm going to.
Oh no! Focus.
Come on, come on.
Ah!
Nice.
Boom!
That's it.
That's how you get it done.
That's huge.
All right, so now I've used all my self-revives and I'm down. So I've just got to wait
We got-
for my team to come for this. Come on, guys, let's get me up. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go.
This is so
Thanks, man. I
intense.
need some thanks. Oh, come on. Someone get me up. I've only got 20. Oh, my God. 2 of the team are down. Please. Someone get me up. This is ridiculous.
This
come
is
on.
bad. This is
Why
very
aren't you
bad.
coming for us?
Because,
if you don't
oh,
get
no.
me up in 10 seconds, I'm out for the rest of the game.
No, you'll auto spawn.
Oh, well then forget it. Why are you coming for me? Just carry on doing what you're doing. Oh, I thought it was
Oh no!
complete white.
I think Corn is about to. He looks like he's
Auto
going
spawn.
to. Go,
Oh
go,
my
go,
goodness,
Go,
this
go,
looks
go,
like
go,
utter nonsense going here. Oh no, quick, we need to find the garden. Is it there? Yes, it is. It's right here. How lucky.
Perfect.
Oh, they've
Oh,
already
dude.
got it up.
8
Oh
seconds,
my
you've
God,
got
what
8
a team.
seconds, yeah.
Heal. I'm healing everyone.
So they did the right thing. You were too far out
Yep,
there, and
yep.
they just need to carry on and trust that you
Man,
would come back.
what a team.
Yeah.
Hunger Pangs Inferno, here we go. 10 minutes on the timer. Oh my goodness, here he is. He's up. Quarter of the health left. Woof. So Owen, just tell people what is at stake in terms of stars for hard mode,
right, yeah,
for a
sorry.
fail and for a win, please.
All right. So in the
Get out
new
the way.
environment under hard mode.
So this is a change as of this morning. So what? For anyone who's just joined the stream, this is a change. We've changed the number of rainbow stars you're going to get for a win and a loss for all modes. Owen is about to give
different
you the
levels too,
detail
so-
for hard mode, which is what we're playing right now. Hard mode boss hunt, first time, random team.
Yep. So under hard mode, if you win, you'll get 25. Oh, sorry. So that's for crazy.
Yeah.
So if you win, you get 20.
20 stars we're going for right now.
Yeah. If you get it to, he has like most of his life
on,
still,
come
and
on,
you
come
fail,
on.
you'll get 4 stars, which is
Oh.
more.
Most
you
of his
get
life being most of his life left, not taken out.
Yes,
he has
exactly.
most of his life remaining.
You'll get 4 stars. If you get him
Yeah.
to the halfway point, you'll get 6.
Okay.
And if you get him to a quarter of his life left, you'll get 8.
So it's quite a lot of stars to go.
Yeah, watch out! That zombie will knock you.
So on,
knock you down.
on hard mode, what are we looking at? Is that hard mode? Sorry.
So that was for your
Continuous.
hard mode, what you're playing now.
Thank you.
So for crazy mode,
I've got to kill some ads here.
for crazy mode you get
Sandstorm!
25 stars for a win.
That's a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
you only got to play 2 matches
That's
to get your
halfway,
red
exactly, halfway to your full capacity there. Under hard mode, or excuse me, crazy mode, you'll get
We might
5
win this,
stars.
heroes.
Oh boy! Come on, stay
We're
on,
trying to-
stay
we're
on,
trying to
stay on,
go-
stay on,
we're
stay
trying
on,
to go
stay
This
for
is
on.
it right here.
This could be it.
No, come on.
Take him to church.
No!
20
Snap!
stars.
Nice.
That is how you
Very
get
nice.
it done. What a team. What an absolute bunch of beasts. Oh, man. Thank you, guys. This is incredible work.
That
Guys,
was-
ladies, whoever I'm playing with.
That was a very,
I
very good team, actually.
very much
Yeah.
appreciate your work. And I take it all back on the fact is, boom! The gem hat. Yes, 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 yes.
That's,
Oh,
dude, that's so cool.
and that is the tips of how you get it done.
Highly jealous. We need to do this again this weekend, guys, so I can get it.
You okay? More sunflower
Yeah.
heels?
All right, we got to do our second giveaway.
Yeah, let's do it right now. Thank you for watching hard mode on Boss Hunt. We don't want it to restart. My goodness, I nearly had a heart attack.
All right, we'll do our
gotta do
second
more
giveaway.
cardio.
Okay, everyone, real quick, if you're just tuning in, this is live from PopCap. We do this every Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I'll give you all the latest in the PvZ news, what's going on in the PvZ world. we're
What are you
playing
doing?
Boss Hunt. He's just dancing.
I'm just
Done the
dancing.
Gangnam.
We're playing Boss Hunt,
dancing.
which is a new Mystery Portal mode in Garden Warfare 2. Through the Mystery Portal, it came in our latest update, Trials of Nomis. It brings new game modes. Not every week, but most weeks you'll have a new game mode, or you'll have a community challenge. There's always new events happening in Garden Warfare 2.
And so you're going to update the calendar tomorrow, correct?
Yeah, so the calendar will update every month. It is the community calendar. It's on our website. If you're wondering what events are happening when Rux is going to be around, you can check the community calendar, and that'll be updated on the first of every month, so that's tomorrow, October 1st. So yeah, stay tuned, and you can check that out. I will drop the link in the chat
I think
for
people
those
are
who
waiting
don't
for
have
that
it.
giveaway.
Yeah.
All right,
So if
giveaway
you-
town.
We do giveaways. If you want to win, all you have to do is be participating in the chat, and we'll pick you at random. So I'll give it just a second, and then we'll ask Roland or Sean in the back. who our
Roland has
winner
given
is.
me the thumbs up, which
Roland.
is the international sign for I've chosen a winner.
Ready, I am.
Say it one more.
Ready, I am.
Ready I
am.
am. If we all say it really fast and it's wrong, they'll never know.
Ready I am. Congratulations.
Congrats. All right.
Congratulations.
All right.
You get-
You've won yourself something. So you can choose a lunch rectangle. You can choose a cannot be purchased Citron rollout orange t-shirt to make sure that you are visible on those roads. Oh my goodness. So this guy here, I mean, you can't see it because Sean has got it on the gifts, which he should do.
Oh, he's
has
got
the gem, which means that they've done it
scrumptious.
in, the scrumptious, which means that he's done it in crazy, man. This
Yeah.
guy's well
That
good.
is crazy.
I love
That's
these
really
bedazzled minds as well. So, okay, so Owen, what's happening on the rest of the show now? What's the next plan?
So, with the remaining 20 minutes here, we're going to do one more giveaway, but we're also going to do a little special segment for Gary's last show. I wanted to take him through some pictures of
Yeah, pictures.
Basically just throughout your
Embarrassing
time here.
pictures.
Just some random
No?
pictures that we can share, kind of like reminisce over your past
is this
adventures.
like This Is Your Life?
It's from Gary's
Gary,
book.
do you remember when?
Yeah, can you do the This Is Your Life? Yeah,
Gary was actually
hold
born
on,
with
I
a
remember.
large beard and mustache.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true, by the way.
No, they're just from your time here at PopCap. So, Sean, if you don't mind, would you mind kicking over to our first picture? That's just a smattering of images.
Oh, look, it's a picture of you.
Yeah.
Well,
What is this picture?
We've done
of,
it.
Gary?
Well, it's also some of the things that we've done over the
yeah.
past.
I like
4
that
or 5
weird,
years.
like,
Yeah,
ghost.
what is that ghost?
Who's this ghost?
It's
in
the
bottom?
sunflower.
That's amazing. No, not that one on the.
Oh, okay.
No, that's a
it
sunflower.
does look like the
that's a
sunflower.
pillow. That's not a ghost, mate.
By the
Anyway.
way, I like that we're more focused on
Burglar King was an incredible one. So
Yes.
your team actually designed all these toys, didn't
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that was awesome. We got a chance to design the package, the toys, but I mean, you obviously played a key role in getting that done. So I like that this is the first picture.
Yeah. They're just in random order.
they?
Let's
Don't
move on
worry,
to the next
don't
one.
worry. But
This
also,
is the highest priority thing that you've done.
what is awesome though is all of that stuff is going to be highly collectible.
true.
So if you have it, I would keep it.
Yeah, that was
Keep
worldwide,
it
by the way.
sweet.
Awesome.
Worldwide
Next.
Burger King.
Oh, so this is the Captain Deadbeard. So do you want to explain what your team are doing with this? Because I think this is amazing. So we got Rachel and Alex here.
Yep. So Rachel and Alex, you guys know them. They're artists on my team, but we're actually doing a big mural for the PopCap Vancouver studio.
Oh, I thought it was from my house.
No.
We'll give you the raw files.
Yeah, we'll just give you the file.
I'm gonna put a Captain Deadbeard on the side of my house.
Yeah, but it's going to be massive, and it features a huge group of characters. So this was just them testing out the sizing on the wall of Captain Deadbeard, but it's going to be huge. I'm sure we'll show it on the stream once it gets done.
Very exciting.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Next.
Next. I'll
what do
talk
we
about
got
this.
here?
So this is a church in Seattle that's also a recording studio, and they have this because basically a lot of orchestral music is recorded there because of the amazing acoustics of the environment.
This is up on Capitol Hill, huh?
Yes,
I've been there.
and so this is a picture that I took. Becky Allen, who's a composer that works at PopCap, she works on a lot of the PvZ music and sound effects, along with her team. Well, Becky Allen and I went to this church to record a live band performing the PvZ Heroes music.
Oh,
so
cool.
all of the game music that you hear in PvZ Heroes was done at this place. And here's a little picture of the score. For those of you that are music buffs, you might be able to play some of the theme now. So this was a very exciting, actually, and I think the music sounds amazing. And
Yeah,
so
the music's great.
And the team have done an amazing job of how they use it in the game. So if you hear the music in PvZ Heroes when it's coming out, which is extremely soon, you're going to be hearing that recording from that church.
Very cool.
Next. This is quite a funny one. So I saw this when I was in Portland with Kristen, and this is a side story that The Simpsons did in 2014 when we were doing Garden Warfare, the first Garden Warfare, and it was a side story in their comics called Power Plants vs. Zombies, and I thought it was amazing that I'm one of the biggest Simpsons fans in the world, but I'm not anywhere near as big as my wife, and so when I saw this, I was kind of blown away because, man, isn't it cool to have been parodied by The Simpsons?
That's pretty
Yeah, I think it was one of the first times we realized, wow, pop culture.
Yeah,
this
incredible.
PvZ is kind of a big deal.
To PvZ, yeah.
By the way, your wife's in the chat.
Matt Groening actually came to look at Garden Warfare when we announced it at E3 as well. That picture might be in here.
Which was super cool.
In between photos, quick little early birthday shout out to Deathslinger09.
Happy birthday, congratulations.
Happy birthday.
Turning 11 years old.
Seems like a dangerous birthday.
11, sweet. All right, this is just a little image of some of the comics. Jeremy, let's talk a little bit about the comics, because this has been an amazing labor of love that your team have done an incredible job on.
Yep.
In fact, just shout out to Kristen if she's in the chat. Kristen does a lot of the editing along with AJ on these as well.
Yep.
So there's a lot of stuff here.
Yeah, it has been a labor of love, and I think when we first started, we had no idea what we wanted to do with a PvZ comic. But Paul Tobin, who's the writer, along with several great artists, have really tackled this. And I know it's funny, when we first started getting these issues, we're like, oh my gosh, there's a comic. And they're still going strong. So it's something I'm super proud of, and I think we as a team are very, very proud of. So,
Yeah, if you've read these or if you own these, pop it in the chat. I'd love to see if people are buying these. And if you haven't yet, I would thoroughly recommend them. They're published by Dark Horse. You can get them from any good comic or bookstore. And if you can't get out there, you can get it through the PvZ Comic app, which is available on your phone or device of choice.
Yep, and they're really, really great. I'm just saying that. They're really good.
The Garden Warfare prequel series is awesome as well. Yep. So it's actually, it tells the story between Garden Warfare 1 and Garden Warfare 2.
Yep, and the Garden Warfare collection was New York Times bestseller.
It was.
For
6 weeks,
6
at least.
weeks.
Yeah.
True story.
So, thank you guys for picking that up.
Yeah.
Making that happen.
Next.
Yeah,
All right, let's have the next Picky-Roo. Boom, look at these little bad boys.
I like these are just random pictures from around the office.
Yeah,
I like it.
These are just pictures of stuff we've been working on and things we've been looking at. So these are prototypes of a 3D print. We are working on a new series of toy collectibles like this with Kinects, and they will be coming out soon. I think Kinects are going to be announcing that and showing them, and they're extremely exciting. So do you want to talk about what the test was here?
The test was really the first kind of 3D print of the characters from the game. So they took the game models and attempted to 3D print them. We're still iterating on kind of how these guys look outside of game, but this was a really cool sort of first test to show up and have these sitting on the desk.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Next.
Just laughing at people standing on you in the game.
Man, this was cool.
Oh, yeah.
So start again. I'm all remembering everything.
Verklempt.
So we worked with the dev team, and we really wanted an amazing pre-order item for the game. The first time I played with the Z7 mech, I thought it was just incredible.
Yep.
We really liked the Imp and mech class. We wanted to do something that was really kind of inspirational in the game, and so we reached out to the guys over at BioWare and said, hey, would you be interested in doing a partnership, especially with Andromeda coming, and we would completely redesign the mech to feel like it was the shape language of PvZ, but in keeping with the Mass Effect universe. So do you want to talk about how you got there?
This is amazing. And I'm a giant Mass Effect nerd, so I love their stories and their characters. So when we started talking about it, I think we were pretty much all in. And then Rachel on my team actually did the initial concept. The Garden Warfare team built out an incredible model, and then I was lucky enough to be able to go on stage at Gamescom in Germany and announce this to the world. So,
and I was sitting in my house, my old house, at like 3 in the morning on IM
watching me
to
on a live
these guys, like going, "Oh my God, I hope people like this." And, and you can't really see it because we're covering it up a little bit, but you can see it online. The Zomni tool is a road cone. It's just all been really well done and designed. And if you don't have this in the game, you can get it through the deluxe edition upgrade if you did want to pick it up.
Also, if you're keen to hear more about how it came about, there's a video on the YouTube channel that has Rachel on it, has Jeremy on it, has Aaron from BioWare on it.
Yeah, that's fun video actually.
Yeah, love the guys at BioWare. So thanks to them for letting us do that as well.
We've done a few things.
That was a surprise to see, right?
Yeah, so this is a picture at the EA headquarters in Redwood Shores in California. This is the EA bus. So this takes EA employees backwards and forwards from the city in San Francisco, and it's just incredible to see a character like the Imp and the Z-Mech on the side of a bus like that. I didn't get to ride it, but I did get to. I actually saw it the first time coming from an airport.
I remember that picture you sent us.
Yeah,
and
just in a taxi.
We made that for we made that for E3. This enormous design, so we could put it on the side of the booth, and they reused it and put it on the bus, which is so cool.
That's pretty cool.
Next.
Dude, you've got to talk about this. This has been an incredible project.
Yeah, so one of the coolest things that we did this past year was build a theme park attraction, which is even funny to say.
Dude, we've done so much stuff.
At Carowinds Theme Park in Charlotte, North Carolina, fully themed PvZ theme park attraction, and this was one of the early models. So that the actual attraction team built a model, scale model of the theater, and this is the waiting area. So we have the two trailers there, kind of. The plant and zombie trailers, and right on the other side of that, which you can't see, is the queue line, which my team designed and themed out. And so that was super cool, I think, for all of us, and then for me to get to go on site and help kind of tune the attraction.
And I've never even been to it yet.
Yeah, you got to go.
You've been there a couple times.
Yeah,
huh?
But I think also just this and like the bus and all the things we're showing. I mean, when we first came on board, like the first game had happened, and we didn't really know how in the world we were going to tell this big story across multiple projects. And I think looking at all this stuff is pretty awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first thing Jeremy and I worked on for PvZ was the campaign for PvZ2 and figuring out what Garden Warfare was, and then shortly after that, Owen came on and made Garden Warfare
really
what it is today.
Yeah.
We went completely opposite directions on that.
Sorry, I meant to say really helped out a lot.
All right, can't tell you what this is, but in fact, we should keep it on screen for a minimal amount of time. But this was a secret meeting planning what we're going to do next with Garden Warfare 2.
Yep.
And this is that's the Garden Warfare 2 leadership team.
Yep.
So Jeremy's standing there looking all muscly.
Yeah.
Flexing his triceps.
Yeah.
Can't tell you about this next.
Yep, that's a cool studio. Next.
That was a fun trip. Boom, this was fun.
That's another, geez.
Yeah,
a lot of things have happened.
So we did a Menchie's promotion. So this was right at the very beginning of when Garden Warfare came out.
Yep.
You could get your amazing customized frozen yogurt treats. It was actually a battle between vanilla and chocolate. People's two favorite flavors. Which are you going to go for? Zombies had the chocolate. Plants have vanilla, and this was a lot of fun.
And I still think my favorite thing out of this are the spoons. I love the spoons.
The spoons are so
I have
rad.
them now. After I ate my yogurt, I of course saved them, and the other day I just pulled out a Dr. Zomboss spoon and realized that might be the pinnacle of my career.
I saw that on your.
It's got the top of the spoons. One's a Zomboss, and then
it's pretty awesome.
If people have questions, by the way, we'll answer questions about any of this. So next.
Not about any of it, but yeah.
This is just a really cool image. So I'll tell you what this was. So this was our beta trailer. So we had a bunch of shots in the beta trailer that we didn't end up putting in.
It's a beta for those of you in North America.
Yeah, it's a beta. It's
a beta, everyone.
This was the zoologist, and this is just kind of showing how amazing Frostbite looks when you move the camera around in it. So you can see the amazing depth of focus in this, but I bet no one has ever seen this guy looking as hilarious as this close up. So that was going to be one of the key scenes when we announced the beta.
I love the zoologist's weapon. It's just so cool.
It's wicked. Look at him just grabbing onto his hands.
Beta. it's a beta, Gary.
All right, next. Man, we've done so much stuff.
I keep seeing things that I forgot about. Yeah. So we did a huge Hershey's promotion in Mexico.
Yeah.
So they did, I forget how many. I wish I remembered the number now, but it was an obscene number.
Millions.
A lot of PvZ fans
of
in
chocolate
Mexico.
milk. And again, surreal. When this stuff comes back into the office, it's like, whoa, we've got Hershey's chocolate milk with zombies. And they did commercials, and they did some cool stuff behind that, so it was pretty fun.
I love how that you're being flown away.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on the cactus drone so they can fly me around. Next! Tell me you wouldn't want to drink that chocolate milk, by the way.
I'd drink it right now if I could.
More stuff. So this
More
is
stuff,
Mexico, Cineplex. So if you were in Mexico and you wanted to go to the cinema and watch the latest Flicks movies, then all you would have to do if you wanted some Flicks or movies, that's what they call it.
Okay.
Then all you'd have to do is go to the concession stand and buy your popcorn in a Plants vs Zombies. Sweet.
Boom.
Next.
Just
Sweet. Next.
if Jeremy had a cane, he would have pulled you off the stage.
All right, this is
yeah.
this is a behind-the-scenes picture of when we were recording.
One of our more exciting shoots.
Yeah, when we were recording the Garden Warfare 2.
We were on a farm in like the winter in
Colonel,
LA.
Colonel Corn.
Yeah, I was in the hills of California on a farm with a breathing, living, real-life human corn, doing exercises.
This scene got cut, but I liked this scene. There was two things that happened in this scene.
What were those two things, Gary?
One of the
Please
things
tell.
on site, Jeremy and Owen and I asked them to do, and they did, and then it didn't make it into the cut, which was awesome. So in this scene, Colonel Corn farted, and in the background, they yanked a
By the way,
chicken
he
over.
said farted.
Yeah, they yanked a chicken over, so it looked like he, basically died through
By the way,
stench.
this story makes no sense
And
without
it was
context.
hilarious.
There's a fart. There's a chicken.
You see the bale of hay had a
Yes.
chicken on it
Yeah, I was
that
there.
someone side stage was yanking over to make it look like he'd collapsed. That didn't make it in, weirdly.
No.
And then
Definitely one of the weirdest spots I think we've ever done.
But the actual point of this scene, which also didn't make it in, was actually I think it did in the extended cut. It made it in. But after he'd been working out, getting ready to fight the zombies, he had this butter in this protein shake, and he just pours it all over his all over his face. And then the actor afterwards was like, "The goggles, they do nothing." Like the liquid full on burnt his eyes and wiped all the makeup off him and stuff.
I'm glad we
It's
can have this
amazing.
really secret behind-the-scenes discussion on Gary's last show.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right, do we have anything
Next.
else? Do we have anything else?
Man,
That's so cool.
So the
Astro.
partnership with Astro, Astro are an incredible partner, by
Yeah,
the way.
yeah,
And
one of our
I
best.
genuinely, I would say this. I'm leaving. I can say all this stuff. I absolutely love Astro headsets.
I use their
I use
products
them at
for
home. All of
everything.
us use them at home.
Yeah.
These were just an amazing project. So they did the speaker tags. We did custom controllers with Xbox,
Yep.
and we partnered it all together. And I believe it was for either Comic-Con or PAX where we originally did this setup.
That's right. That was for PAX, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, and so, but that's the kind of setup that I want at home. Something that looks amazing like that. It looks great. I really love the controller. I think who designed the controller? Was it
Your
Alex?
team, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was the team. I think it was across the team,
so a big team. So Lee, Alex, and Rachel all
Yep.
worked together on pulling this together, and I just think it's
Yeah, there was
such
a lot
cool
for Garden
controller.
Warfare 2 to pull together. a
Really,
whole style
really
guide.
awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna get Alex on the show to like we did with Rachel to go through all the stuff that she did on Garden Warfare
a
and on
lot.
other brands, on other aspects of the brand, and then it'd be great to get Lee on as well. Anyway, next,
Lee, you're coming on.
yeah, Lee.
Look at this. By the way,
I
full
love
stop.
this shot.
This is one of my favorite pictures because Owen looks like
Do you know that I looked
A
at that and I didn't know who that was?
killer
Oh my
trucker
I'm just trying to get my
/
sunflower.
crab fisherman.
Oh my God.
So let me just
Like
get my
this
sunflower.
beard almost punched me out several times
So,
without Owen even knowing what happened.
my God.
So Owen, look, I want to do a nice little shout out for Owen for 2 seconds. Everyone does a lot of work for Live from PopCap. But big shout out to Sean, big shout out to Roland, big shout out to not so much to Jeremy, he's not on very much. But everyone else works really, really hard to make this happen.
Yep.
But Owen has been producing the show and basically has owned the show for months and months and months
Yep.
and done an amazing job on it. My God, looking at that and then looking at you, it looks like a different
It
person.
looks like
I didn't
you
know
look
who
like
that
that
was.
guy's
Yeah.
son.
Yeah.
So so
I'm
So
serious.
amazing.
Look, he looks
So-
like he's
But
as old
Owen,
as I am.
look at you. You're like on the Starship Enterprise. You've got everything. Like he knows how to use. all
That's
of
what it
this.
looks like back there, right
That's
now.
yeah. So
Sean
when we say
running
when
the
I'm
game.
shouting out to Roland and Sean, they are sitting right there. Sean is in that seat right now,
Yep.
but he's just got a much weaker beard. Right. So let's go next.
Oh, exactly.
Next.
Next.
Yeah,
Great shot of Owen.
I'm waiting for just
Oh, so
Oh, wow.
look at this.
Man.
So look at this. So
That's cool.
the guy at the front there on the left is Oscar. He's the guy that designed the set.
Yep.
He is he does set design for TV shows. And a studio over here set us up with him, and this is what the Live from PopCap studio. Look at you can see us in the background in the actual studios. It's kind of cool picture in picture. But this we originally designed this to be a cross between the Wayne's World, basement. And to be the basement of PopCap. We wanted you guys to get a feel for what it's like to be in the energy of the studio and create a space that felt really welcoming and that, like, you know, it wasn't too formal. And this was the vision that we put together, and you're looking at the final result, but this is how it was built out. So we built out a custom floor, fake walls, we built out the whole scene. We bought this couch from a secondhand consignment store. Like, everything was put together.
What's on this couch?
Yeah, Oscar sourced everything.
But I will say, I will pause Gary there for a second. I mean, Gary headed that up at the very beginning when people were like, "You want to do what? You know, build a studio in the basement?" That was definitely something that Gary took charge of, and you know, with a little help from Owen. I understand how that works. But seriously, I mean, I think it was one of those things that well before it became a reality, you were like, nope, we got to do this. This is how we should talk to our fans. This is how we should, you know, regularly communicate. And
we just wanted a way.
That was pretty awesome.
Thanks,
by the way,
man.
that's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
Iron Citron.
Pointing at the game screen, you guys can't see, but Iron Citron has one of the best skins.
So, I mean, we just wanted a way to talk to fans. Like, we didn't want to get the whole philosophy of Live from PopCap and how we try and treat our PvZ fan base is that we don't want to go more than a few days without responding to issues, responding to compliments, responding to you know, feedback on the game. And I think you can see that from how quickly the dev team react to stuff. And that's what this show is for. And it reaches a lot of people. It took a really long time to build it up, and I think that it's going to go amazingly well in the future as well, because Owen is doing a fantastic job.
I know we don't have much time. Do you want to? Like, how do you want to work this? How glued
Yeah,
are
I've
we
been
to the
keeping
time?
an eye on the clock.
Okay, good.
Should we have one more?
We'll do one more picture.
All right,
and then we have a little...
No! How appropriate. It's little Rumpskins.
Head of PvZ K9 game development.
So, Rumpert is not on the show today.
Rupert isn't either.
Because Rumpert, because we're going out for a little leaving lunch, and Rupert would have got scared in the studio on his own. So if you do want to see Rupert on the stream in the future, let Owen know, because Kristen, my wife, works here as a copywriter. She works on all the different mobile games, Madden, everything, and she will bring Rupert in, and you can have him on the show.
Yeah.
So that's going to be very exciting.
Rupert gets appearance.
So you get to have Rupert on the show, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Rupert.
Rupert show confirmed.
All right, guys. So we put a little something special together. Jeremy and I worked on this, and well, Jeremy did a lot of the work. I just kind of helped plan things.
Oh no, I'm terrified.
And
it's
then
massive. What is it?
Roland's running it over here. Thank you, Roland.
It's massive.
All right,
It's a cork tool.
Yes. Dude, this is so heavy.
I know.
What is this?
I'm going to help you.
Yeah, I want you to help.
We wanted you to,
We're gonna
give
cover
it to you
Gary.
live on the show.
Gary's going to transform into a walrus.
Oh my goodness. Let's turn it. Let's turn it.
Okay.
Let's turn it.
All right, let's turn it around.
Not for them.
No, I know.
wanna
I'm
look
just
for
saying.
it.
You get to see it
What
first.
the heck is this? Oh. My God, this
So
is
we'll have to explain this
amazing.
just a little bit.
Oh, dude, this is so awesome.
It's very heavy, so don't drop it.
My God. Oh, dude.
Turn this around.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Sorry,
This
that was
is it.
probably
It's a
kinda loud
white
for you guys.
frame.
Yeah.
Yay, we
hey,
did
Roland,
it!
would you mind zooming in on this, please?
So there's a bit of a story behind this. Obviously, this is a picture that we did for
dude, this
Gary
is
that I
so
drew,
awesome.
And everyone signed. But there's a. You may have heard Gary. You may have heard Gary mention sausages a few times.
But these are. Oh, you do it.
Since I met Gary, I've heard more about sausages and cheeses and meats than I care to admit. But one of the things we came up with just between the two of us is we kind of took the meat and cheese or beef and cheese isms and made them characters. So the story is that Beef is a aging
Captain Beef.
Yeah, Captain Beef is an aging cow detective, and obviously Cheese is the slightly more younger, louder. Yeah, Cheesebone is the louder young detective that he's paired
Gary
with.
is cheese, and Jeremy
It's a little bit.
is-
It's a little bit me and Gary, and then obviously throwing a zombie in there in a Zomboss car. But
That's
obviously
me stealing all the
Yeah,
sausages.
that is Owen.
That's Owen running away with my job. So.
But we definitely, I definitely wanted to make sure that I did something for him before he left, and then obviously everyone helped put it together.
Look at the size
Owen
of
actually
this.
played a huge role in getting this thing into a frame that weighs 98 pounds.
My house isn't as big as this frame.
Well,
what am I going to do?
And then, of course, we got it signed by a lot of the folks that have worked alongside Gary over the
Absolutely.
years and helped make all the things that you saw in those pictures possible as
It's
well.
absolutely awesome. Come on, mate, get in
Dude,
here.
dude,
Let's have a
big
nice
hug,
little hug.
big hug.
Look at this. Hug off camera, look. Off camera hug.
Zoom back out.
Yeah,
I can-
come
I-
here. Double
yeah.
hug it.
Yay.
Yeah. And Owen, you can have
And
one
me
later.
too. Oh.
I'll take.
Yay.
I'll hold this. I'll hold this. You can move around.
Man, thank you so much for that. That is absolutely awesome. Come back with the sausages. Captain Beef and Cheesebone actually in real life.
Look for those in theaters any day.
Yeah, you never know. I might go away and make a comic.
Yeah. So I mean, listen. One of the big things that we wanted to say, obviously, it stinks for Gary to be leaving, but I mean, Gary's played a massive role in making PvZ what it is, and so for me that's important because that was I kind of came a little bit before you, and that was one of my jobs is like how do we take PvZ and make more games and tell better stories. And when Gary came on board, it was like, oh man, I have a partner in this. So that was I remember interviewing you when you first got here, and we literally spent 45 minutes just doing what we do on the stream, which is basically nonsense talking about meats and cheeses. But I think after that, we really started talking about PvZ. And as you guys know from watching Gary now for a while, he really cares about this stuff. And for me, that's the most important thing. So not only that he cares so much about PvZ, but we've become really good friends over the course of the time that he's been here. So there's the bad part, but then obviously we wish you luck as you go forward.
Thanks, man.
So,
I'm just trying not to get emotional.
Yeah, we promise there's a no cry rule. And then Owen, you can chime in now, and then we can all cry.
It's particularly tough for me. Not that it's not tough for you, Jeremy, but like, I mean, Gary, I'm a direct report for him. He's my manager. But
so good, dude.
And it's always been an interesting line to walk because we've become close friends too. But he's been a huge kind of inspiration for me, and like he showed, I've learned so much from him. A lot of PowerPoint skills too. But
if you need PowerPoint,
how to make a presentation.
So I guess the long and short of it is that I'm really sad that he's leaving, and we've always had great kind of ideas and brainstorming sessions together. But he's also left me like with all the skills that and to kind of carry on and do everything we've been doing and
take it further.
Keep the brand going strong and take it further.
Take it further.
And I think it's also fair to say that everyone in the room, Owen, myself, Sean, Roland, everyone here that Gary's worked with, like we're all the biggest cheerleaders for Gary. So wherever he goes, we're going to be rooting for him. And I know Gary, you're
wearing the outfit.
Yeah, I'll definitely try to dress like you in the next stream. Sweet British leather jacket. Swoopy hair.
Only on the arms.
Work on an accent.
Two-tone, black on
I couldn't afford it.
I'll get my Gary accent down. I'll be a lot shorter than I currently am.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. What?
Wow. All right, Gargantua. You're about 1 inch taller than me.
Oh, okay. Let's have okay, fine.
Let's have a standing
Let's have a
contest.
taunt off.
But the good news is that I'm really happy. Gary lives like a mile away from me, so it's
so
not
basically,
like he's
Owen's not going to leave him
across the
alone
country.
anytime soon.
Yeah. So whenever I'm smoking meats, he'll be able to smell it. And then come in.
I hope.
Look, I just want to say thanks very much to everyone. I've had some amazing messages from the community, amazing videos from the community.
Yeah, those have been awesome.
And I can't thank you guys enough. It's really touching. My wife's had to deal with an incredible amount this week because basically I've been like in tears every night because I'll be like, oh, here's a video that someone's just made. That's half a leaving message and half an obituary. And it's been really touching. I've never had anything like this at any job I've ever had, and I don't consider this a job, honestly. Like, I've had such an amazing time doing this, and I'm gutted to be going. Got to go and help some kids, though, with their education. But I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to...
substitute teacher.
I'm hoping... in my spare time, though. And so I'm hoping that I can come back on the show.
It'd be like School of Rock with Jack Black.
Yeah, I'd love to do School of Rock. That's exactly what I should have done.
Except with like spelling.
Yeah. Spelling of rock. So I just want to say thanks to everyone. It's been an amazing journey. Got to know a lot of people. It's been really exciting. I've got a lot of people on my friends list now still on PlayStation that I can be having a go with, and on Xbox. So if you guys ever want a game, hit me up. I'll be doing some live streams as well on this stuff. And I'm hoping these guys will let me come back on the show now and again. Once I figure out if I'm allowed to take lunch breaks.
We're going to change the locks on the door.
Then I'll come over.
No, dude, anytime. Welcome.
So with that, I think it's time to...
One thing. You have to do a Jeremy impression to sign the show out.
Oh, well, this is going to be good.
So, I made you this.
Oh, no.
It's a drawing I did with my real pencils. I made it out of paper and pens. It's awesome.
It wasn't with real pencils.
Yeah, I can't diss him that hard because this is one of the most touching.
That's true.
Yeah, let's see. Hey,
last time, by the way,
not only am I leaving you, I'm just going to totally trash what you just did.
By the way, can I just give you a real fact? This is my second time working at EA. I can say this stuff because I loved EA and I've come back to EA again. Last time I worked at EA, I was given a bag full of hot sauce as my actual lead.
So what you're saying is we've not quite met that level.
So you've taken the bar up at a sweet level. That was from Mark Evely, who's a very nice guy and works at Riot now. So okay.
I like hot sauce.
And he got it for me because my entire fridge is full of hot sauce. But anyway, I digress.
Look at the things you guys learn on this stream. What are we going to do when Gary's gone?
What are you going to do? So I think that's it. I think we have to say thank you very much and it's good night. The fat lady has got one leg in the car. It's time to go.
I don't think that's a thing.
That's one of my dad's sayings. Yeah. So my brother who's watching the stream, thanks for tuning in, Adam. And I'm sure my mum is as well. So I'm going to give my mum the last shout out on Live from PopCap. Shout out to my mum. And thanks very much for everything.
Thank you, guys.
So onward and upward for PvZ, guys. Get ready for the next boss hunt, which will be coming at some point. That'll be exciting too. Excellent.
So
we're going to be updating the calendar tomorrow, so you're going to be able to see what's coming for the next few weeks in PvZ. Don't forget to check that out. All right.
So, guys, thank you for tuning in to this special episode of Live from PopCap.
Thank you, guys.
We will be back next week at the same time, Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific. Just a little Gary-less.
A little lighter.
Well, all right. Thank you, and yeah, we'll see you next week.
Get down what you're doing, you filthy wizards.